Hello, everybody. This is the retro no cap recap of the Curse of Oak Island, season 8, episode 8, called High on the Bog. Originally aired December 29th, 2020. If you missed any of my recaps of previous and future episodes, there's a link to my Oak Island playlist in the upper right. Let's get into it. Do 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 do. Previously, on the Curse of Oak Island, people have been looking for an incredible treasure for 230 years. FYI, there was no new season 12 episode on February 18th, 2025, due to the Monday through Wednesday primetime airing of the History Channel's new Thomas Jefferson docuseries. I did not see that. In the season 8, episode 8, there is a third war room meeting via video conferencing with members of the team and Geographic Information Systems expert Aaron Helton. She had previously given the team what she believed to be the GPS coordinates of the anchors on Xena Halpern's map, and the team did find boulders at those locations. Aaron believes that the money pit is a booby-trapped entrance to provide a diversion. She is basing that theory, long suspected by many others, on another Xena find of La Formule, a cipher that has the same characters that were reported on the 90-foot stone found at that depth in the original Money Pit shaft. The map labels were originally in French. In 1949, an amateur decoded it to say 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. That would have been at a 130-foot depth. The first searcher group was flooded out after they continued to dig lower than the 90 feet level. In 2016, the team worked with experts to decode it into French with the English translation of halt, do not dig. Burrow at 40 foot with an angle of 45 degrees, the shaft of 522 foot. You enter the corridor on 1,065 foot, reach the chamber. Taking the halt, do not dig to mean searchers should have stopped digging down at 90 feet in the original Money Pit shaft. And instead, tunneling 45 degrees, she picked northwest as a direction, possibly because other 45-degree angles put you in the water as an endpoint. Tunneling 522 feet and then using the endpoint as center of a 1,065-foot circle, she saw that intersecting with Cone E of Nolan's Cross. Putting that path on Xena's map shows that it ends up at the point translated into the Earth Vaulted Bay, but Google Translate says that French phrase means the vault in the base of the earth. Aaron also thinks that digging at Cone E would just flood out as well, so she suggests digging into the 522-foot tunnel past the graveled money pit area before the tree line. Marty says it would be well worth digging boreholes to try to confirm a tunnel is there. The next day, Choice Drilling starts borehole EJZ-1, which they don't explain, but I'm assuming E is for Aaron, J is for Judy, Xena's assistant, and Z for the late Xena Halpern herself. It is at GPS coordinates provided by Aaron. At a little over 90 feet, they hit a boulder or bedrock, but nothing that would indicate a tunnel. They will continue deeper. Numismatist Sandy Campbell visits the island to shed light on a coin found by Gary and Jack 7 weeks prior on Lot 15 near the site of the 1500s Pine Tar Kiln. Sandy says it is a Chinese cash coin, as conservator Kelly Barassa thought. He says it's at a minimum 1,100 years old, which in 2020 would have dated it to 920 AD or as old as 400 BC. He further says that unlike English and Spanish currency that was used in North America in its early days, a Chinese coin would be more likely brought to North America by someone that visited China. Gary is called to the research center and is elated at the news, as one might expect. Since a portion of the southeastern corner of the swamp is dry enough, Gary and Peter arrived to metal detect. Gary says that the ground is beach material and that if the road just to the south of the swamp didn't exist, this area would be the beach. They find this iron pin that Gary says would be from a ship or wharf and dates to the 1700s or before. 2 weeks prior, Dr. Ian Spooner found what he called a road through the swamp by probing nearby. The swamp is being drained to investigate that feature. The core sample at 119-foot depth from the EJZ1 borehole in the Money Pit area brings up all sand. Geologist Terry Matheson says it's natural instead of backfill material, which Steve declares as the end of the hole. They, along with Rick, decide to pursue Aaron's original presentation of the original Money Pit location being 3 feet southeast of the center of RF1. In the prior season, they found wood carbonated to 1706 in the OC1 borehole, which is nearby. They called Aaron to let her know of the failure to find a tunnel and will await a new location at which to check for it. On Lot 15, archaeologist Aaron Taylor finds charcoal very near the surface of the feature Doug noticed the previous week that reminded some of serpent mounds. Tom Nolan ruled out it being his father's spoils because they documented the work in that area with home video. Aaron will bag some and take it to the lab to get carbon dating on it. He further says that if it matches the 1500s date of the pine tar kiln on the same lot, then it's very likely the two features are related. Back in the swamp, just north of the road, Gary gets a metal detector iron hit, and the digging for it reveals this wood that Gary thinks may be the top of a shaft. Gary follows protocol and calls Laird to come take a look. Laird's first guess is a slipway, like the one they found in Smith's Cove. Rick and Alex arrive as well. Upon closer inspection, notches and iron fasteners in the timbers are seen. Laird gives the okay to uncover it. In the war room, Rick brings up the proposed plan to dam the southeastern corner of the swamp with sheet piling as they did in Smith's Cove previously. The issue is that it could possibly destroy any structures in the swamp. It is decided they will uncover the structure first and reassess after that. While I was editing this, I saw the burrow at 40 feet translation again and thought, oh, so they would have to fill in the money pit back up to the 40-foot level or build a safe platform at 40 feet in order to tunnel from it. In borehole EJZ1, they did check spoils all the way down, presumably. So there's probably no issue with their findings, but what was on the show was a lot of stuff about the 90-foot level and lower. Also, it's possible that a tunnel could be dug at 40-foot depth and incline either up or down and be at any depth closer to the surface or lower than 90 feet even. I'll be continuing retro no-cap recaps of Season 8 while also recapping the new Season 12 episodes late Tuesday nights as they air. All the other seasons and all the other episodes are in my Oak Island playlist already. I'm also doing retro no-cap recaps of Seasons 2 through 4 of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch as I have time, and that is going very, very slowly. Seasons 1 and 5 are all done and are in the Skinwalker Ranch playlist. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Sempre avanti.